Hello, I'm Gil Zilkha. Welcome to my channel. This is my series entitled Essential Classical Music, where we look at the best recordings of the major classical music works. This video is taken from my larger video entitled Best Recordings of Orchestral Works, where I look at basically all orchestral music that is not including the symphonies or the concertos. So if you like this video, I hope you'll take the time to view that one as well. Just know that it is divided into chapters, so you don't have to watch the entire thing at one sitting. You can just very easily click on whichever work that you're curious about. So I hope you enjoy it. Now let's move on to something that Tchaikovsky was obviously very well known. That's his ballets. The Nutcracker, Swan Lake, and Sleeping Beauty, which my top recommendation is going to be a disc of the suites. So, you know, that you get sort of a highlights disc. There's so many beautiful melodies in these ballets. And we're fortunate to have a recording that really does a great job of grouping them together in brilliant sound and brilliant performance. And that's this famous recording from Mstislav Rostropovich, the cellist who also was a very good conductor, with the Berlin Philharmonic, recorded in 1978. They just do a brilliant job with these pieces. I can't think of a better way to get to know them the first time. Just all the main tunes from all of them just sound beautiful and brilliant, and as you know, excellent recording quality. You can't go wrong with this. Now, that said, I do want to recommend also sort of a more vintagey version of the suites from a conductor who was one of the great ballet conductors of the 20th century, and that's Roger de Sommières. And I recommend this, even though the sound, this is from the early 1950s, it's in mono, but there's a real charm and elegance to the way it's interpreted and performed, so that if you do love these ballets and you want to, you know, some alternate versions, it's definitely worth seeking. Especially this one. This is Swan Lake and the Nutcracker. And this is one of those full dimensional sound recordings that, even though it's mono, it does sound pretty good. And this is with the French National Symphony Orchestra. And then we have also the Sleeping Beauty Suite. This is with the Paris Conservatoire, again from the early 50s. Not quite as good sounding as this one, but you know, fairly tolerable mono. But mainly you're listening to this for the beauty of the interpretation. Okay, now if you do want the complete ballets, we also have some versions of those that I want to recommend. Pull these up here. We're getting so close. Okay, let's start with the Nutcracker. Here's and these are all actually from the same time period. We're getting a lot of recordings from that late 50s, early 60s time period, but they all still sound very good. And this one is from Artur Rosinsky, and it's with the Royal Philharmonic. This was recorded in 1958. And it's a very, very charming version of the Nutcracker. It's one of those, I always say the best recordings are the ones that make you hear the work fresh and really make you appreciate and love it. And that's what I hear here. It's very charming, beautifully played, very warm. So excellent version of the Nutcracker, as is this one. If you want a little bit more maybe of a virtuosic display and a little bit better sound quality as well, you can't go wrong with this one. This is Ernest Ansermet and the La Suisse Romande from 1958. Very well recorded. Ansermet, you know, he was just a consummate ballet conductor. We talked about his Ravel earlier, and the London, what did I say? La Suisse Romande. They're on top form as well. So can't go wrong with that. And then finally, I want to mention this classic. We keep hearing his name and this recording series, but we got to mention him again. Antal Dorati. This is with the London Symphony. This was recorded in 1962 with that excellent Mercury Living Presence sound. Now, This one is really brilliant. It's really impressive. It's a little bit more on the, I would say, more slightly, if you want to differentiate a little bit more on the slightly aggressive side. Maybe missing a little bit of the warmth and the charm of the Radzinski and the Ansermet, but it's excellent still. And if you love the Nutcracker, just to hear it played with this brilliance and recorded like this is a real thrill. Now let's move on to Sleeping Beauty. Here's a gorgeous recording. This is from Previn and the London Symphony. This was recorded in 1974, and I would say that he really gets into that atmosphere, that sort of gentle atmosphere. It's just really beautiful. He's obviously trying to make sure that he doesn't let the music just run away and become run-of-the-mill. There's a real love for the melodic beauty of the piece, and that's what you want with Sleeping Beauty. Now we also have a really good recording I should say a really good performance from 1979 with Gennady Rozhdestvensky. And this is with, who is this with? The BBC Symphony. And this is a live recording, and the recording quality, it's present and detailed, but it is a little bit on the noisy side. You hear some coughs every now and then, but it's really more, compared to Previn, I would say a little bit dramatic, very lush, and they really dig into the music. It really is a fantastic performance. Not the most ideal recording quality, but still one that if you love Sleeping Beauty, you should seek out. And then finally, this recording of Swan Lake. This is from another iconic ballet conductor of the 20th century, John Lanchbery. This is with the Philharmonia, recorded in 1982. Sounds very good. And Lanchbery really obviously knew the ballet backwards and forwards, and it's just a real charming, spirited, dramatic, exciting, wonderfully played. You can't go wrong with this for a complete Swan Lake. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, I hope you'll also take time to click the like and subscribe buttons. And with that, I want to wish you all a great day and happy listening.